crew has star power. This group has a Kip Kissinger, Doug Sermons, Roger Ayers. This could be the group of the Final Four.
And they're on this game for a reason.
Houston wins the tip. They're in the black. Iowa State in the gold. And the students have been camping out. Heck, they camped out prior to the game against Kansas. And now it's Houston. Uzan fires and hits. It's a triple for Milos Uzan, the kid from Las Vegas.
Very patient job by Flemings. He waited to draw the second defender, and Uzan, a confident senior.
Lipsy swings at Jefferson. Always a tough matchup. He handles the ball and he passes at the basket and absorbs the bump. And they get Sinak. Kelvin Sampson, who turned 70 in October. He's in his 12th season at Houston. What a job this guy has done.
And if he's not a Final Four inductee this year, it'll come very soon. You see, he's a finalist this year.
Yeah, he's
tremendous. Yep.
I mean, I don't know whether it'll be this year, but I'm with you. He's going. Jefferson knocks it down. Joshua Jefferson, the transfer from St. Mary's, who has really impacted so many aspects of this Iowa State team.
He has to have a big game tonight, John. He's going to handle the ball a lot because of that Houston pressure on the guards.
TJ Otzelberger actually recruited him when TJ was the head coach at UNLV.
This Torrey-Flemings matchup could be epic. Think Bud Crawford, Floyd Mayweather. Two great middleweights. And of course, they never fought.
Sharp trying to get around Jefferson. Kick to the corner at Flemings. Shot clock under 10 as Lipsy harasses him. Flemings going to work. Pull up, Flemings, got it. Oh, that's a tough shot.
How much did he earn that? Tremendous defense by Lipsy and a little bit better offense.
He's had a tough couple of games as Kingston Flemings. In fact, his last two games, he's averaging 8 points per game. That is well below his season average of 16.4. Jefferson thought about it, goes to work on Sinak off the glass, and that rattles home.
Well, Sinak picked up that first foul, and Jefferson tried to get the second. What a good finish.
5-4 Houston. Sinak a three. Air ball. Sharp able to save it. And a turnover. One of the things Kelvin Sampson talked about, no live ball turnovers. Momcilovic got it. Franchise this place is alive here tonight.
They probably don't need announcers, but we'll chip in anyway.
Uzan flips it. Tugler on Buchanan. And a foul is called.
Watch this footwork now. Great challenge by Sharp to try to chase him off the line. But great three-point shooters don't give up the line. They just sidestep. And that kid has had an amazing season.
TJ Otzelberger in his 5th season as head coach at Iowa State. He's got a chance to take them to the tournament for the 5th straight year. And I would say that's going to happen.
Yeah, he's a great fit here. Long-time assistant, left and came back.
Tugler misses the first. He's 67% from the free throw line. Some changes as Heisey and Plata check in for Iowa State.
You know what TJ told us earlier today? I'm going to sub early because this is going to be a very taxing physical game for everybody. So that's why you see that those early subs.
Tugler misses them both. Iowa State, the early lead. They're up by 2. Torrey. Sinak pops out. Plata with Tugler on him. Momcilovic. Shot clock winding down. Jefferson way downtown. And he knocks it down. Joshua Jefferson, 39% from 3, and that was from distance. Flemings to Sharp.
Jefferson's got more field goals tonight than he did in the game last year in Houston.
It's an 8-0 Iowa State run. Jefferson. Torre. Kelvin Sampson calls timeout.
One thing I like so far, the ball is moving. Houston tries to trap it. You get a chance to play 4-on-3. And right now, that ball is humming. Take a look. The freshman from France. A cult hero in Hilton. When Iowa State got off to a 14-0 start.
Let's check in with Angel.
Guys, that last huddle for Coach Sampson, he looked at his team and said, who are we? This is not the team that is number 2 overall defensively in the nation, number 1 in the Big 12. He said, we're not communicating, we're not rotating, we're not applying enough energy. Iowa State is perfect from the field to start.
Now, both these teams play really hard. They have coaches that demand it. Fleming step back. Jumper wouldn't fall.
Great defense. They switched Momcilovic onto Flemings, and Flemings could not get by him.
And they get the foul on Sacco. Khalifa Sacco's been playing more and more, averaging 17 minutes a game the last 4 games.
The transfer from Sam Houston with 1 year of eligibility. It's like a NBA playoff team picking up a free agent big guy. Ball is moved really well early.
Good feed inside. Jefferson finds Heisey for the deuce.
Houston tries to trap the ball, and you got to play effectively 4-on-3 everywhere else.
Flemings, quick disadvantage on Jefferson. Sharp, got it. Emanuel Sharp been shooting it better and better as the season has gone on.
And he likes this place, John, because in that first game that they played in here 2 years ago, he dropped 20.
All-time three-point shooter for the Cougs. Lipsy loses the handle. They got numbers. Toss back, transition 3. Wouldn't fall. Jefferson, the double comes. Heisey swings it. Now Lipsy will try. Jump ball, and the possession arrow belongs to Iowa State.
Let's go back, John, and watch the ball moving now. There's 2 on the ball, so now you're playing 4-on-3. An excellent execution, and that's how you have to beat Houston. John, when Houston's at their best, it feels like there's 6 defenders out there. And right now, the way the Clones are going, it's like 4 defenders.
Good look. Torre blocked. Tugler got it.
7'6" wingspan, and JoJo's not in foul trouble yet. That's a good thing.
Ramon Walker's checked in for Houston. Sharp absorbs the bump. Lob. Tugler puts it home. Iowa State by 5 with the basketball as we're about 6 minutes into this one. Number 2 and number 6. Plata. And they get the block and 1.
All right, now Plata, a freshman from Germany. He's very poised. He's played with pros. Watch him right here. The defender slides in. Remember now, it's a new rule this year. Once you pick up that ball, you get the continuous motion to the basket.
What do you think of the call?
I didn't think it was a good call, honestly. I thought it was a charge.
Here's Plata. And can't complete the three-point play. who's played off the ball more this season with Flemings in the mix.
This youngster Torrey is outstanding defensively.
You
look at him.
See it.
Yep, look at him.
Uzan. Flemings. Oh, as the shot clock expired, he buries a three.
Kingston has not shot the ball well over the last 5 games. And but you already see the poise he plays with, John.
Lipsy loses it. Loose ball. Lipsy gets it back. Gets it to Momcilovic. Off the glass. No. A floater is good.
Folks,
Damon Lipsy.
you just saw a Taman play. And that's what they call it in his hometown here of Ames. Great help, D. Great help, D.
Flemings.
Better offense.
Another jumper.
Enjoy this young man, John. He's like a comet flashing through the sky, because next year he'll be on one of those tanking lottery teams. Whoops.
Momcilovic had the step, now steps back. And a fight for the loose ball. I think they got Plata. They did.
All right, this is his 3rd to final home game in this building. Take a look, he loses it, and this is what we call a Taman play. The save, and Momcilovic finishes at the other end.
Yeah, for a guy that goes, what, about 6'1", and the offensive rebounds, the tips.
Yep.
He's all over the place.
Grew up he played high school ball about 2 miles from here.
Sharp from deep. Bangs it home. And we get a 1-point game.
Yes, the Cougars have found their stride after that slow start. And Emanuel Sharp is the culture warrior of this team.
Bateman gives off. Buchanan finds Heisey. Couldn't put it home. Contested by Sacco. And now Houston a chance to take the lead. One-point game here in the early going. Sharpshooters literally on both sides for Iowa State. Milan Momcilovic. He is the top 3-point shooter in the country this year. On the other side, a sharpshooter for Houston, Emanuel.
Him down. But what you love about him is he yells at him at practice, and then he runs the first couple of the plays of the game for him. They've got so much confidence in him, and why not? Look at his numbers versus ranked opponents, and already off to a great start today.
Yeah, that monster game in the loss at Texas Tech, one of their 2 losses, Tech and Tennessee. Sharp will go to the line. Brilliant free throw shooter.
When you go back to Galen Robinson Jr. and Nate Hinton and Justin Gorham and Fabian White, we talk about Houston having culture warriors. This guy at the foul line, he embodies what Kelvin Sampson's program over 12 years has been about.
Yeah, he's sort of taken the baton from Juwan Roberts.
Yep.
Lipsy gets it to Torrey. Houston by a point. Buchanan, soft touch. He had a big first half against Kansas and ended up with 11 in that win.
Yeah, he fits this team perfectly. High energy kid. Played 2 years at Virginia for Tony Bennett, so you know he's got the defensive chops.
Flemings.
Good ball movement.
Sharp will try and hit. He's feeling it tonight.
I mentioned he had 20 here 2 years ago. They only scored 54 3, I think, and he had 20 points. He likes this building, obviously.
Mom and dad looking on. He's got 11 in the early going. Turnover, toss up ahead. Harwell will take it back out. He'll try the 3. Can't hit. And they get the foul on Sacco.
This is great ball movement. It starts out with really good defense on that left corner, but watch that ball swing back and forth, drive it, attack, and find the sharpshooter.
Emanuel Sharp in his final year at Houston playing for Kelvin Sampson. Sampson telling us that his first time in this building was back in 1995 when he was the head coach at Oklahoma, and an undermanned Oklahoma team on Fred Hoiberg's senior night. It was March 1st, 1995. They came in here and they got a 3-point win.
And he told us that Fred was so beloved in the Big 8 that even the referees were crying that night, which I don't believe necessarily, but it's a good story. Freddie,
by the way, that night went 0 for 8 from 3 and 3 for 16. I mean,
wow, so that's fortunate right there because he already got 1.
Kick out Jefferson. And let me be clear, I do not want to besmirch the reputation of the mayor, who's probably watching. Wouldn't expect him to catch strays on the broadcast. I just, we're just reporting the facts.
Freddie's doing quite well without us.
I know he is. Shot clock winding down. Uzan drills it. And they got to get the neck down. Milos Uzan with the triple. He's got 6.
Well, when you talk about this team, yes, they have 3 precocious freshmen, but Uzan and Sharp took them within 1 play of a national championship, so they can handle this kind of pressure.
The top 6 matchup. Jefferson finds Buchanan. Tugler contesting. I think it was Harwell that got the block.
I love that JoJo Tugler is not in foul trouble because he can have a real impact on that defense tonight.
Sinak. Out of bounds. A reminder, don't miss Thursday night women's basketball. It's a doubleheader. And you had 3 top 20 teams in action. First, 9th-ranked Duke hosting NC State at 7. And then it's 7th. It's 7th-ranked LSU taking on 17th-ranked Ole Miss at 9. Both games on ESPN and ESPN app.
And by the way, Kingston Fleming's sister, Bella, an outstanding high school player. She'll play for Carol Lawson next year as a Duke Blue Devil. Top 25 player in the country.
Our former colleague, Carol Lawson.
Yes.
Back in the day. She's done great work at Duke.
Oh, you got to shoot that.
Izzy kicks out Lipsy.
Boy, and I thought Nate had a layup, John.
Yeah, agreed.
He was right at the rim.
Maybe just a touch too cute.
Well, and maybe he spooked because of that length inside.
Sharp. And now Lipsy barreling to the basket. Timeout on the court. It's our under 8 media timeout. 26-21. Number 2 Houston on the road and in the lead.
With Emanuel Sharp tonight.
Well played, Franny. Tamin Lipsy about to go to the line, and for more on Tamin, we check in with Angel Gray.
Yeah, friend, I think Tamin Lipsy is hoping the force is with him because he told me earlier that these are the moments that he's dreamt of. He took me through his timeline growing up in Ames. He said in first grade, he made the All-Iowa Attack 3rd grade team. He also logged a triple-double as a senior to lead the Little Cyclones to their first ever state championship. And 8 months later, taking the stage here in Hilton Coliseum, where he became one of the great names that he used to actually come come and watch the games, being a part of this environment. And as you can see there, I think he's really grown into himself, understanding how big he can be here as the hometown hero.
With the two Hoibergs.
That's a backcourt.
What a great picture.
That is a backcourt.
Goodness.
Yep. Sam and Charlie. Sam playing for his dad, a tremendous player for a really good Cornhusker team right now.
And Freddie, I apologize. I got to apologize to you. Miller, that one off the mark.
We just made it up. We just made it up. Just those two great pictures.
Lipsy. And now Momcilovic with Miller on him. And there's Lipsy, offensive rebound. Goodness.
Well, it's been a good day for the Heisies because his sister Taylor scored a goal for the U.S. Women's Olympic Hockey Team, and they need Nate to provide more offense. USA will play Thursday.
Flemings. Shot clock winding down. Miller! Oh, and a throwdown. Right on Plata. Mercy.
Joe Tugler covered his eyes. Wow.
Two-point game. It's been a good one to begin here at Hilton Coliseum. Pocket pass. Lipsy hits Plata, and he'll go to the line.
Watch this, John. And what I love about this kid, remember, we saw last year, Mercy Miller did not play very much. Easily could have transferred back home to California. But again, when you come to this culture, you know it's going to take time. And man, there's a lot of Millers back there in LA celebrating right now.
His dad, Master P, great rapper, great hooper.
Yes, he was.
And Mercy was a big-time recruit. He was a top 75 recruit in the ESPN 100.
We used to feel bad for him last year, man, because Kelvin would stay on him about his defense. Played at a really good high school in Sherman Oaks, Notre Dame High School, and great to see him getting his opportunity.
Plata at the line. Tied up. Plata will grab a seat. Buchanan will check in. Here comes the crowd. Flemings, pull up. Got it.
That's unbelievable how good this young man is.
He's got 9.
Yep, and it's big moments too. There's that double team. You got to get rid of it quickly. Good job.
Heisey. He gets another.
Yep. John, good D. Bettero.
Flemings pull up. Little strong Momcilovic. Cyclones on the move. 1-point game. And a foul on Walker. Folks, a reminder, tomorrow night, Super Tuesday men's basketball double dip. It tips off at 7, an ACC showdown. Number 60, North Carolina against NC State. Then the SEC, Georgia battles Kentucky at 9. Both games on ESPN and the ESPN app.
Got to see Caleb Wilson back before the end of the season. Really tough
Fractured
break.
hand.
Yep, tough break. He was playing great.
Are you surprised how well both teams have shot it? I mean, each team is shooting 55%.
Both teams have excellent plans for the defense. And that's what I like. You've got to move the ball against these teams.
Jefferson, shot clock's winding down. Jefferson. And Flemings keeps swooping in for the rebound. Houston trying to take the lead back. Heisey intercepts. Lipsy went down hard on that last play. And then unimpeded, scoops it in. It was like the sea just parted. Under 10 on the shot clock. Walker. Heisey rebounds.
Both teams playing small right now. Houston is for sure.
Buchanan, the double team comes. And Buchanan absorbs the foul.
One of the all-time winners to play at this program. You think about Freddie Hoiberg, you think of Jamal Tinsley, George Niang. It's an incredible atmosphere in here. John, we're lucky. You know, Allen Fieldhouse may be #1. This place is close behind. Texas Tech, the Big 12 right now. Great tip out. These home courts in the Big 12 right now are phenomenal.
Buchanan to Lipsy. And what do we got? Uzan charged with that foul.
Blake Buchanan had a tremendous game on Saturday, John, did he not?
Yep.
Size, rebounding, scoring around the basket.
Made a big impact with 8 first-half points. And he knocks down the front end of the 1-and-1.
He's from one of the beautiful parts of the country, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, about 30 miles east of Spokane. Mom was a great volleyball coach at Idaho.
The Virginia transfer gets 1 out of 2. So 3.5 to go here first half. And number 6 leads number 2. 4-point game.
This Touré matchup with Flemings has been really good. Flemings has really put the pressure on a great defender.
Shot clock winding down. Timeout Houston, back in 30 seconds to Hilton Coliseum. Back here in Ames, 1.4 the shot clock. Kip Kissinger looking at it now, is calling Roger Ayers over.
A little over 2, probably closer to 3. And I notice is counterintuitive, but it's almost better to just take in the violation there and not waste a timeout. They inbound the ball in the very deep corner right now. And it's going to be difficult to get a great shot. Now, Kelvin Sampson, John, we talked to him today. His NBA background is such that he's going to have something.
Roger Ayers coming over, just explaining it'll be 3 seconds. Look how these two teams have shot so far tonight. Go ahead, Fran.
No, I was going to say, watch where this ball is inbounded, because if they can get a shot here, it's going to be on the baseline. So this is a little bit better.
Yep. Uzan finds Sharp.
How about that?
Wow.
How about that?
You save it, Fran Fraschilla, and how hard it'll be, although it was on the baseline.
Well, the guy that's coaching is going to be a Hall of Famer soon.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Houston draws up a Wonderful play, and Sharp has had an excellent first half with 14. Buchanan rejected by Tugler.
This is great. I mean, listen, we watch Houston practice, and there's no situation they're not prepared for. And of course, if you're Emanuel Sharp or Momcilovic is where he hit that shot the other day, that's great basketball. What a player. Johnny arrived at Houston, the victim of a fractured leg as a high school senior playing for his dad. He redshirted his freshman year. And the last 4 years, he's just been incredible.
Angel Gray documented both his parents played professional basketball in Tel Aviv, Israel, and that's where he was born.
He was. His father is a legend at Maccabi Tel Aviv. Derek played at South Florida right there in Tampa. There he is. He will never pay for a meal in Tel Aviv, I promise you.
And they get Jefferson on that foul. That'll be his first. And team foul number 5, so out of bounds for Houston. 2:35 to go here first half, and it's been a good one.
They have so much confidence in this freshman.
Jumper wouldn't fall. Loose ball. And it'll stay with Houston. Let me correct something. Iowa State 4 team fouls, not 5, 4. And double bonus going the other way. Houston has committed 10 fouls. So Iowa State will shoot 2 the rest of the way. Flemings to inbound. They find Sharp.
Great play. Great play. Yep. Iowa State thought that Sharp was coming off the same screen to the corner, and he misdirected them, if that's a word, into thinking he was going to the corner, and he cut to the basket.
Look at that, 58-6.
You know, it's so early about NBA stuff, the draft, it's kind of boring. This guy will make a team. Every 18 spots, he's going to make a team. Toughness, defense, and obviously every NBA team needs shooting.
Lipsy trying to turn the corner, gets inside. Well, he got past Tugler and then flipped it up and in. 2-point advantage, under 2 to go.
Having 2-point guards is a luxury for Kelvin Sampson.
Tugler.
Oh man, there you go.
Stuff.
Yep. What you love about 2-point guards is one of them can take a mental health break without having to take them off the floor. Last couple possessions, Uzan said, I'll take over.
Momcilovic. Iowa State back in front. Uzan probing, a minute to go. Uzan off balance and draws the contact.
Let's go back, John, and watch some great plays. Watch Taman take the ball at a shot blocker by neutralizing him. Little bump takes away the elevation. Excellent. Then you got the roll and the pass by Uzan. And then I want to say this. He does shoot like Bird.
He does.
He does shoot a little like Larry Bird. How'd I do?
Pretty good.
You went to school in Boston.
Little Bob Cousy. Uzan knocks down the first.
I know you've heard me say this, John, but you're not going to get on a plane from New York to Paris if there's only one pilot in the cockpit. You got to have at least two. Houston has two co-pilots.
Cedric Lott, by the way, is checked in for the Cougars. Probably just trying to avoid Tugler picking up a cheapie to end it.
Big Ced played 8 great minutes early in that Kansas State game and really helped turn the game around.
Inside, Plata. Couldn't hit. And then over the back on Plata as Uzan came in. Dominicus Plata. And it's going to be a 1-and-1. So Uzan back down the other way. And Milo's an 80% free throw shooter.
Yep, we watched his first 2 years at Oklahoma. And then he was the guy designated to replace Jamal Shead. It's a tall order, but he did it well.
Thought about going to the NBA. He took his name out of the draft the day before the draft.
Well, think about this. He knew he was going to play with a precocious freshman, and it's worked out great.
This day before the deadline, I should say.
Yeah, this team is so close. I asked one of the coaches, why are these guys so happy? He said, they've been forged in adversity created by their head coach.
And it was funny, I asked Kelvin Sampson in pregame, I said, Coach, all right, be honest, is your team capable of playing as hard as you want them to play every single game? And he laughed and he said, probably not. Lipsy buries it. About a 3-second differential shot clock and game clock. 2-point Iowa State advantage. A sea of gold here in Ames.
Folks, you're watching a Final Four level matchup right now.
Uzan left hand, wouldn't fall. And they get a foul on Mercy Miller going over the back.
It's really hard to, you know, Kelvin's not happy with Mercy, but every day in practice they jump over people's back trying to tip it out. It's an era of commission, which coaches can live with much more than an era of omission.
And now Tugler is going to check back in. 2 shots for Torre. A little too strong.
Well, this is elementary, John, but you know right now that Kingston Flemings can go coast to coast in 4.7 very easily. But first, Houston's got to get the rebound or take it out of the net.
How many dribbles for Kingston Flemings at 4.7?
Oh, he'd have 6, really. I normally said dribble per second, but he's got at least 5, probably 6, but he won't need them if he gets it in cleanly.
Torre gets the second.
See, Kingston shouldn't be taking it out.
Sharp heaves it. Oh. And that is the way the first half comes to a close. Iowa State at home, and number 6 leads number 2. It is 43-40.
Also, they said they have to do a better job of hard hedging at the top of the key. Taman Lipsy is turning the quarter too quickly. 8 points in the first half.
Houston starts the second half with the basketball. Uzan able to find Sharp.
Got to get it to the other side when they trap you in that corner.
Jefferson comes. Uzan lost the handle, knocked away. He wanted a foul.
That was not a good first possession by Houston because the ball stuck 2 or 3 places on the court. There's a double team.
Possession arrow, and it belongs to Iowa State. Well done by Sharp. And it's a double team work.
And it's a good play by Taman Lipsey because, John, he knew he had the jump ball. So rather than do something silly with it like throwing it away, he just took the jump ball. To your point, great defense.
43-40 as we get it going here in the second half. Doug Sermon's calling out the guy with the mop or the Jefferson. Good look. And Buchanan.
The ball moves faster than the defense does.
Tugler kicks opposite. Shot clock is under 10. Uzen with Jefferson on him. Sinek will try. Tugler a big rebound.
Good cut.
Uzen a 3. In and out. Rebound Sinek. And the throwdown for the freshman. His first 2 of the night.
He's got a 7'5" wingspan, and he's a natural rebounder, and that time in traffic.
He was the number 6 overall recruit in the ESPN 100. As Sharp pops out, and he fouls Lipsey.
Josh Jefferson, John, he's so versatile. A couple triple doubles this year. Short roll, and always you look up and remember, when you attack the double team, you're playing 4-on-3, and then the big fella Sinek with a big offensive rebound.
Jefferson, a brilliant passer, double dribble and a turnover.
John, let me put the first half in perspective for you with Houston. They chart unscripted points from turnovers, second chance points, and fast break points. They average 40 on the season. In a game, they had 2 unscripted points in the first half.
Flemings finds Tugler. Buchanan with the block. Jefferson goes at Sinek. Left hand. Scored it. Flemings and his 3 will quiet things down just a bit. They're within 2.
Cool as a cucumber, the freshman hook up. Remember, Kingston 27% on threes last 10 games.
Jefferson. Uzen collects as Iowa State retreats on defense. Fleming so fast. Sinek. Flemings will try. Sinek the rebound. Sharp. Oh, they're having a
Look at Sinek.
Bunch of opportunities. And the offensive rebound, and Kelvin Sampson is pumped up.
I'll tell you.
He pumped his fist and then just yelled at Chris Sinek. That's what I'm talking about.
You know who else is pumped up? Angel Gray, because she talked to Kelvin about the offensive rebounding.
Possession, Fran. They had 3 offensive rebounds, and you can tell the sense of urgency and what they have to play for on the boards. They do the bubble drill where they put a bubble on the top of the rim, and everyone is chasing down the ball. It's reminiscent of that here in the second half.
I bet you did that at Florida State a little bit.
Unfortunately.
You put that bubble up there and nobody makes a shot. All you do, John, is practice rebounding.
5 offensive rebounds for Houston this half after they had 2 in the first half. Shot clock winding down. Oh, and a bad And a foul on Iowa State. They get Heisey as the shot clock was expiring.
I love the idea that Sharp knew the shot clock was low and took it right to the basket.
Uzan to inbound. 2-point game. It's been a good one here in Ames. Heisey is fouled as he goes to pull down the defensive rebound. And who do they get? And then they got McCarty, I believe.
You know, Emanuel came off that screen. He normally goes to the deep corner. He turned it into a mid-range shot. You see the foul.
And are they going to look at this?
I think that was on Sharp, John.
They are going to look at it.
For potential upgrade.
Kip Kissinger, they may upgrade this. We'll wait and see. Come back with it. And they checked to see if McCarty's elbow might have been a flagrant, and they decided it was not, just a common basketball play. And physicality is something Nate Heisey's used to. His sister's used to it as well. Taylor Heisey, who is with Team USA. They beat Sweden 5-0 earlier today to advance to the gold medal match. That'll be on Thursday against Canada. She scored a goal in the second period to put the U.S. up 2-0. She scored her first career Olympic goal in a 5-0 win over Finland on February 7th. And for the Heiseys, yeah, it's a good stretch.
Yep. And what's fun about Nate and his mom and dad and Taylor is that it's a basketball family. Both mom and dad played college basketball, and Taylor, I believe, is a Golden Gopher.
Now, Nate originally played at Northern Iowa, was the leading scorer there, and then transferred over to Iowa State. Here's Jefferson. Momcilovic.
Okay, that was a great set play by TJ.
Flemings, that little crab dribble. Lost the handle, loose ball. And it's Iowa State basketball. Jefferson thought about the three. And now Taman Lipsey.
Good double team right there.
Jefferson can't hit. McCarty pulls down the board. The scoring has slowed to begin the second half. Both these teams known for their defense. Flemings picks up the dribble and then gets fouled. Roger Ayers right there.
Yeah, they had a good double team, and then Plata, the youngster from Germany, just a little too aggressive right there. And to be honest, as good as Kingston's played tonight, he's gotten spooked a couple times on those double teams.
Flemings with a dozen. And Uzan to inbounds as Flemings will grab a seat.
Getting a chance to see Jamarian Bateman, the freshman guarding Uzan, who was huge on Saturday, making a bunch of threes.
Bateman, like Momcilovic from Wisconsin, where TJ Otzelberger hails from, and
they've done pretty well in that state, haven't they?
Yeah.
Right? So many, I think I counted about 12 or 13. Ty Halliburton, obviously.
Usain with Bateman on him.
Great possession by Bateman.
Sanak got it. That's a huge three. And just like that, Houston has the lead.
John, I love Sanak, man. I've watched him in high school. They said he had a low motor, and he chose a place that revved that motor up, and he will make a lot of money on June 24th.
Sanak. And they get a foul on Houston. That'll be on Emanuel Sharp. And that is number 3 on Sharp. That's big.
Let's go back and watch Chris Sanak. He's gotten it started the second half with 3 tremendous offensive rebounds. That's his forte, but he can also stretch the floor. And Emanuel Sharp's just got to be better. Can't commit those silly fouls.
Harwell. Oh, and that's huge. Isaiah Harwell, the freshman from Idaho.
Yep, and in case you're counting at home, Houston has 3 freshmen on the floor right now.
Bateman. And Sanak pulls it down. Yeah, it's remarkable. You think about Arizona, Houston playing freshmen major minutes.
Well, they're all mature, and they've all played at a high level.
Harwell again. This time it won't fall. Buchanan rebounds. Houston on the road and leading it by 4.
Nice fake.
Blake Buchanan into your living room.
Meadowlark Lemon couldn't have done it any better than that.
Google it, kids.
Google it. Put the ball under his jersey.
Flemings. And they get the foul, and that will be on Lipsy.
Take a look, little peekaboo right here. He's going to look like he's handing it off, and Sacco just misread it. Great sleight of hand and a good finish.
Buchanan throwing it down, so Blake and the Cyclones down by 2. Freddie, how about this stretch of schedule for Houston? They are at Iowa State Saturday, at Houston, and then we're at home against Arizona, and then at Kansas. That is a 3-game stretch that is pretty ferocious. As
Sanak.
Indeed.
What a job he's done.
Inside, and Usain with a left-handed off the glass and in.
He has that down, John. He shoots them off the wrong foot. He shoots them high off the glass. He's perfected those, what we call those high backboard floaters.
Kelvin Sampson imploring his guys to get into their stance. Momcilovic. Sanak able to pull it down.
Good place for a pick and roll right here. See if they can get Flemings and Sanak.
Flemings pull up. Got it.
Flemings is so good at rejecting the screen. When you bring the ball to the screen, you're going to bring defenders. He rejects it, and he gets into open space.
Biggest lead of the game for Houston. Bateman, good fake. And Sanak really making an impact on the boards. Flemings. Harwell. And a loose ball that Heisey eventually comes away with. Heisey at the basket. Scoop wouldn't go. Back and forth we go. The Cougars and the Cyclones. John Shambi, Fran Fraschilla, and Angel Gray here in Ames. Cyclones hoping for some Hilton magic and a comeback. And a foul inside on Iowa State.
Kingston Flemings, the ball screen comes. He says, nope, I'm better in space. I don't need the ball screen. Ooh, money.
Was on Chase McCarty, and they've given it to Emanuel Sharp. Doug Sermon's talking to him, and Sharp now sitting, and with 11:03 to go, how long does he sit? He's got 4 fouls.
Yeah, he's going to sit for a while because these freshmen are playing great. And I'm going to tell you, whoever ever drafts this kid, you know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander went 11th. It's possible he'll end up being the best pro. Think about it. Steph went 7th. SGA went 11th. This kid is phenomenal.
Torrey off the glass and in.
Hey, by the way, John, we've been spoiled. Over the last 15 years, there is no better postseason tournament than the Big 12 tournament in Kansas City. You and I have really enjoyed that.
Sanak, that one misses all of it. Ooh. Tugler and Buchanan get tied up. And a reminder, this week's NBA Friday doubleheader, it features the Mavs and the T-Wolves, 7:30 Eastern. Then it's the Clippers and the Lakers. It's at 10. Coverage tips with Ernie, Kenny, Charles, Shaq, 6:30 on ESPN and the ESPN app.
Tell you, when you think of the top of the first round this year, there's going to be, I know there's a quote big 3, I get it, but there are a lot of consolation prizes after that.
Jefferson's looking for space. And now Torrey is fouled. They get Flemings. As he goes over and has a chat with Kim Kissinger. Indeed, it is on Flemings, his first, the Final Four level officiating crew with Kip Kissinger, Doug Sermons, and Roger Ayers.
Don't jinx them.
I'm not jinxing.
They are great. Yep.
Momcilovic off the mark, loose ball.
Sanak, good effort by Jackson. Jefferson, excuse me. It's President's Day, John.
Loose ball, out of bounds. Oh, they get the foul.
Here's the reach in.
Now they get the foul on Tugler, his second. Isaiah Harwell reached in first, and he was trying to get Doug Sermons to give it to him.
Well, we mentioned JoJo's foul-thrown tendencies, and tonight he's been pretty good.
Jefferson, that missed by a lot. Miller grabs the rebound. Flemings inside. Back the other way. Here's Jefferson.
He's trying to find Momcilovic. Good defense by Flemings.
Yeah, the defense has asserted itself in the second half.
Good look.
Jefferson.
Nice.
Good look. Buchanan, the stuff. He's got 10.
And since he's from somewhat of a hockey family, Nate Heisey just got a hockey assist. He passed it out of a trap, and that set up the basket.
If you had Blake Buchanan as the first Cyclone to hit double figures, but they share the ball. Flemings with Heisey on him. Shot clock at 5. Flemings. Good luck in the throwdown as Sacco gets it from Kingston Flemings, and the lead is 7.
As fast as Kingston Flemings is, it's hard to speed him up. Sacco, what a play.
Miller at Momcilovic. Couldn't convert. Kick out, Jefferson a 3. And it'll go the other way. Sinak has been great on the boards. He's got 10 rebounds, 8 in the second half. And Jefferson has been ice cold from 3. Timeout on the court.
Take a look right here. It's President's Day, so it's Jefferson to Buchanan on the finish. Why not? And then watch Kingston Fleming's low clock. Never sped up. Never. Mercy Miller, young man who we talked about earlier, getting an opportunity down the stretch of a big game. Unless you're a incredible talent like Flemings and Sinak, you have to wait your turn at Houston, and Mercy Miller, as we mentioned in the first half, has done that well.
But Iowa State in the second half, 0 for 9 from 3. And that's a big part of the story in the second 20 minutes. Shot clock under 10. Uzan almost lost his footing. The double comes. McCarty got to find somebody. Uzan puts it up. Out of bounds, and it'll be Houston basketball.
And I'll tell you, Sacco had a lot to do with that, because he was 1-on-2 inside with Lipsy and Plata and kept it alive, and the two Cyclones just didn't coordinate well enough.
Momcilovic, Lipsy, and Heisey are scoreless this half for Iowa State, and that is big. Harwell back in the game as he gives it back to Flemings.
Look at Flemings. He's orchestrating right now. He's got the switch he wants.
Pull up. Got it. Wow.
Amazing.
It's a 3. Kingston Flemings. Holy cow.
You know what the most impressive thing about that play is? The way he orchestrated the mismatch with Momcilovic by design.
He's got 20 to lead all scores. Plata bullies his way inside, waits, and then do they count it? They do.
Yep, Sacco went through the rim. Can't do that. This is amazing, John. I mean, the bucket itself is because of how talented he is. Look at him orchestrate the switch, and they worked on this for 20 minutes today. And then you got to make the shot. But the IQ to see that he could get a switch, because that's what Iowa State does a lot. I'm telling you, he is so good.
Well, there's a poise to him that's impressive. And then the other thing you always talk about is guys making contested and semi-contested shots, and he does that really well.
He does it. He's going to do that a lot next year.
The lead is 8 for the Cougars. And now Flemings with Bateman on him.
Good D.
Bateman. Flemings almost got it back. Kick ball. And it'll be an Iowa State basketball.
Excellent defense by the freshman Bateman. Flemings could not get by him and caused that turnover. They haven't been great tonight, but Bateman and Toure are going to be mainstays in this Cyclone program the next 4 years.
Closing into the 6-minute mark. Iowa State down. And a kick.
You can't review that. JoJo is saying that I didn't kick it, but you can't. That's not a reviewable play. Take a look right here. He hit it with his hand.
Yeah, he did.
Yep.
Oh, wait, did.
Well, I think the other part of it was inadvertent.
Bateman. And that's a huge 3. Jamarian Bateman knocks it down. $14,000 plus on their feed here at Hilton Coliseum. Uzan with Heisey on him. Shot clock winding down. Harwell. It missed everything. Shot clock violation. Iowa State ball.
Jamarian Bateman came off the bench on Saturday and lit up the Jayhawks, and the freshman does it again tonight. We are one basket away from the roof coming off in this building.
Bateman, a 40% three-point shooter. He can knock him down.
Hey, John, this is what number 2 and number 6 looks like.
On Saturday, it'll be number 2 and number 4 as Arizona travels to Houston to take on the Cougars. And we mentioned that ridiculous schedule stretch, as our buddy John Rothstein said, quoting Shawshank Redemption, get busy living or get busy dying. All right, so tomorrow night, Super Tuesday and men's basketball doubleheader. It tips off at 7 Eastern with an ACC showdown between in-state rivals, number 16 North Carolina and NC State. And then we got ourselves some SEC basketball, Georgia, Kentucky, and that one is at 9. Both games on ESPN and the ESPN app.
So, Mr. Shambi, what they're appealing right now, and it's not a challenge, it's an appeal, that 21, which is Plata, committed a flagrant foul. And by rule, this is reviewable. And Houston asked for a flagrant. If it is not a flagrant foul, Houston will lose a timeout. Now let me just say this. This could be it can't be a cylinder foul on the defense because there was no foul called. I don't see how this could be a foul on Plata.
Now let me ask you this.
Yep.
If you were to just adjudicate it, looking at it, what does it look like? A cylinder
After
foul?
review,
Or
at the 5:47 mark, we had a play where number 11 for Houston made a vertical legal play and made incidental contact. There is no foul
There
on
you
the
go.
play.
Yep. It's good officiating.
Kip Kissinger. Doug Sermon's coming over to let us know. Doug Sermons just came over to Fran Fraschilla and explained the cylinder rule, and then added, I know you know that because you went to referee camp.
Well, let me just say this, and it was my mistake because it was a challenge by Iowa State. But by rule, you cannot invade the offensive player's space the way Plata did. That's why there was no call.
Yeah, so it was an official review, not a challenge.
What'll happen, John, with good officials is you can challenge that play, but great officials will say, no, we'll review it, and that means the team doesn't lose a timeout.
Yeah, these guys have done excellent work here tonight. Good look, Plata. The stuff.
Okay. Here we go, buddy.
Kingston Flemings leads all scores with 20. Uzan with the bigger Jefferson on him. Shot clock winding down. Flemings off the side of the backcourt. And Heisey has it. Cyclones can tie it with a 3.
Well, I think you go Jefferson at the freshman if you can. First play of the game, Jefferson went right at Sinak. This is a good opportunity.
Sinak spinning. Jump hook. Got it. As you said, it's a 9-0 Cyclones run. And Emanuel Sharp is headed to the scorer's table for Houston. Harwell. Tipped out by Tugler. Heisey collects. Bateman. Oh my goodness.
It's happening. It's called Hilton Magic, folks. Take a look. He's got the ISO. It's President's Day. Celebrate, Jefferson. Celebrate. Tightened up. Our good buddy Brent Musburger is watching in Hawaii. We did a game here with Buddy Hield in #1 Oklahoma, and they led the Cyclones by 22 points with 17 minutes to go. And George Niang and Monty Morris took over that game.
Lipsy ties the game.
Brent had the under. He was nervous at the half. He's looking pretty good right now.
And then you took his rental car keys, right?
I did do that once.
I know you did. Tugler pulls down the rebound. We're tied at 63. 3:40 to go here in Iowa from Hilton Coliseum in Ames. Great ball game here tonight. Emanuel Sharp back in for the Cougars. The double team comes.
Nice.
And Sinak. Ball fake left hand. And Houston is back in front. And Kip Kissinger.
And Chris got hit.
Yeah, he said, hang on a second. Sinak. I think Sinak's bleeding.
It looked like Heisey just swiped at him. Kelvin wants a foul, as does the entire bench.
Could he? Oh, he lost his contact.
Okay. Now, by rule, you could take your time looking for it, but I think he must have it because they're putting it in play.
So Sinak on the bench. Momcilovic has been quiet. Buchanan has been excellent. Can't hit that bunny. And then a loose ball. Timeout, Houston. Wow. Great work by Tugler. And our under 4 media timeout. 2-point game here in Ames. ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Phillips 66, proud sponsor of Big 12 basketball.
Incidental contact.
Uzan inbounds. This one has been fun here tonight. Under 3 to go. Houston by a couple. Sharp fires, and that's off.
Good set play. Sharp couldn't make it.
Lipsy. And it'll be 2 shots as they get Flemings with that foul.
What's the beauty of Lipsy right there is he drove right towards Flemings and made Kingston create some contact.
The way he protects the ball, it's like he's a running back holding on to that ball, Tamin Lipsy, and he's kind of built like one.
Yes, he is. Nope.
Missed them both. Flemings rebounds it, so Tamin Lipsy not able to hit the free throws. This is an Iowa State team that does struggle from the line.
He was only 65% coming in.
And Bateman jumps into Uzan. And that, I believe, will be foul number 7, so that's going to be a 1-and-1. And Uzan to the line.
Not a guy you want to foul, John. 80%.
This is Houston's first free throw of the second half. He's 80%, and he missed it.
I still think you go Jefferson on Sanak if you can.
Buchanan. Bateman. Iowa State has the lead. Fleming's pull-up, got it.
Boy, Bateman did a great job of guarding him, but Kingston has been so good tonight at getting into the mid-range and just elevating.
Izzy.
Oh, good hands. That almost was fifth foul there.
Shot clock winding down. Lipsy. Got to get something up. Heisey catch and shoot. Nate Heisey drills the three, and it's Iowa State by 2. Shot clock winding down. Sharp puts it up, and it's a shot clock violation.
Watch the ball movement now. Inside out. The freshman Bateman, he did it Saturday. He's doing it now. And then TJ Otzelberger always says the X factor for this team is Nate Heisey. Houston does not have to foul. They need a stop.
About 13 seconds different shot clock and game clock. Iowa State by 2. Jefferson at the basket. It's blocked. Tugler with a huge block. Houston calls timeout. Back in 30 seconds to Ames, Iowa. Final instructions there. 19.5 to go, and Iowa State a 16-4 run in the last 6.5.
Houston has won 17 of 18. Only loss at Texas Tech. And Lipsy, an excellent defender, will take on the challenge.
Uzan gets it into Flemings, and here we go. Iowa State by 2.
They can't wait long because they're trailing.
Gotta go. Flemings. Flemings slipped for a second. Sanak might have traveled. And the foul on Sanak.
Watch Fleming slips, has to get rid of it. And Sanak comes up short.
Foul on Flemings, his third. Buchanan at the line.
And
he is 2 for...
John, he's not a good foul shooter.
Yeah, he's 2 for 6.
He's a 46% shooter, and it's a 1-and-1.
He misses, and there's Lipsy. A Tamin Lipsy play in the most crucial of moments. One of the smallest guys in the court.
It's amazing. TJ Otzelberger says it. He's probably said it 1,000 times this season. He made a Tamin play.
And he just does it over and over and over again. That last foul was on Emanuel Sharp, and that's his 5th. He is done.
And remember, Houston, no timeouts.
So Joshua Jefferson at the line, 69% free throw shooter. This is the biggie. Jefferson. Oh, he missed it. Flemings chucks it down. Iowa State knocks off Houston. What a ball game. TJ Otzelberger and the Clones rally late at home. And more Hilton Magic